The Young and the Restless recap, March 26. Traci worries Alan isn't what he seems. The latest episode of The Young and the Restless for Wednesday, March 26, brought plenty of drama, romance, and lingering fears. Traci found herself confiding in Jack about her growing suspicions regarding Alan. Meanwhile, Kyle and Claire continued deepening their relationship, while Phyllis opened up about her lingering nightmares to Nick and Summer. Sharon, on the other hand, speculated that Alan could be the key to helping her and Phyllis move past their trauma from the kidnapping. Kyle and Claire's romantic morning. Kyle, Michael Mueller, and Claire, Haley Aaron, woke up together at the club, enjoying each other's company. However, Claire quickly noticed that her alarm had been turned off, which puzzled her. Kyle reassured her that she had likely silenced it herself. Despite her initial panic about running late, Kyle convinced her to stay, suggesting she call in sick. The couple spent the morning wrapped up in each other, playfully making out and deepening their bond. Kyle even proposed that Claire leave some clothes at his place, a small but meaningful step in their growing relationship. She smiled, clearly touched by the suggestion. They ordered breakfast and indulged in a pillow fight before settling in for a relaxing morning together, enjoying the bliss of their deepening romance. Jack and Nikki catch up. At Society, Jack, Peter Bergman, ran into Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, and invited her to have breakfast with him. As they chatted, Jack surprised Nikki by praising her reinvention of Chancellor. He didn't express anger over Victor pulling the company from Billy. Instead, Jack admitted that the move had forced Billy to reevaluate his life and make necessary changes for the better. Nikki was taken aback by Jack's willingness to give Victor, Eric Bryden, credit for anything. However, Jack made it clear that while he could acknowledge Victor's actions, he still wished Victor would stop interfering in Kyle and Claire's lives. Nikki voiced her concern that Victor's meddling might push Claire away, but Jack warned that if Victor continued to interfere, Kyle and Claire could end up as collateral damage. In the end, they agreed to support the young couple while choosing to overlook the obvious lie about them calling in sick. Phyllis opens up to Nick and Summer. Meanwhile, at the GCAC, Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, met with Nick, Joshua Morrow, and Summer Allison Lanier to discuss her recent conversation with Sharon. Phyllis revealed that she was actively working on not letting hatred control her life anymore. It was a significant step forward for her, given her history of holding grudges and seeking revenge. However, despite her best efforts, Phyllis admitted that she was still haunted by nightmares and an unsettling sense of dread. She confided in Nick and Summer, explaining that while she was trying to move forward, the trauma of recent events still lingered. The conversation showcased her vulnerability and the emotional struggles she continued to face, proving that healing wouldn't come overnight. Sharon's perspective. While Phyllis shared her struggles, Sharon Case, had her own take on the situation. She speculated that Alan might be the missing piece in helping both herself and Phyllis fully move past the kidnapping. Sharon believed that understanding Alan's role in everything could provide the closure they both desperately needed. Her thoughts on Alan raised new questions, especially considering Traci's growing concerns. Was Alan truly someone they could trust, or was there more to him than met the eye? Traci's doubts about Alan. Traci, Beth Maitland, couldn't shake the uneasy feeling she had about Alan. Feeling overwhelmed, she confided in Jack, expressing her doubts about whether Alan was truly who he claimed to be. Something about him didn't sit right with her, and she worried that her instincts were picking up on something sinister. Jack listened carefully to Traci's concerns, though it remained unclear if he shared her suspicions. However, given the history of deception and secrets in Genoa City, her worries couldn't be dismissed lightly. Whether Traci was onto something or simply being overly cautious remained to be seen, but her concern introduced a new layer of mystery to the unfolding drama. Looking ahead. As the drama continues to unfold, questions linger about Alan's true intentions. Will Traci's suspicions prove to be justified, or is she worrying over nothing? Can Phyllis finally free herself from the nightmares that haunt her? And will Victor's interference drive a wedge between Kyle and Claire, or will they manage to stay strong in the face of his manipulation? With emotions running high and secrets threatening to surface, The Young and the Restless continues to deliver gripping storylines that keep viewers on the edge of their seat.